Stadium, Baton Rouge. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Bishop. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Uh-oh, look out. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Churns into the pile. Across the 45. Oh, he found a space on the right. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Takes a hit as he fires. Quickly complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd down to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not...
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Direct snap. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throws to the wideout. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the gun, it's Bishop. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Levin. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
He's changing the play. Wants to throw one first. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown ball. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. Once they do, they can flip the game on
You owe me 55!
And with the
Said it was going to be a touchdown pass, you crazy asshole.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. dive into the playbook here on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Left side, it's Durham. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's inside the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room.
He'll take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down the one.
You owe me $50. You said it was going to be a touchdown pass, you crazy asshole.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Right side, it's Davis. Turning it on. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Running inside, it's Gordon. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Might as well give it to him again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to have it on fourth down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line. Great shot.
You owe me $50. You said it was going to be a touchdown pass, you crazy asshole.
Here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out wide right, it's Davis. There he goes. He's at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They were all over it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to pass. Moves to his right. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Davis. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Gordon.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he will get just beyond the 1st down marker before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Out wide left, it's Davis. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Throwing St. Clair. Turns it upfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Looking for a huge play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Moving out to the right. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 5 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's Mississippi State chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Makes the grab in their space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's a give to Durham. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
To the air, it's Levitt. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but but can actually be dangerous as a receiver.
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Making the adjustment. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Right down the middle. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Down he goes.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets his feet, it's Levitt. Wilson has it over the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
So here is the Tennessee offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now I have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Snap it to the back. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
On first down, it's Durham again. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Caught, it's Wilson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants. Use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Escapes the pressure going right. The throw. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Quick give. It's Durham. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Hauls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Left side is Berry. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Davis. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Hits inside. It's Gordon. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to the well. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
From the red zone, it's Gordon. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside. It's Bishop. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll go with a direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Drops back. It's Levin. Out wide left, it's Harris. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Looking to take a shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Got it looking for the first down. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that one.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football